The topic our educational video highlights today is animal abuse. Our educational video is purely fictitious and for assignment purposes. Any similarity is purely coincidental. So, what is actually happening? There are many forms of animal abuse. One of them is cruelty towards animals. Another type of animal abuse is violent acts towards animals. Lastly, maltreatment is also a type of animal abuse. Why are all these happening? First of all, some humans seek empowerment through abusing animals, as animals are not like human beings. They are not able to speak out for themselves. Hence, they became the victims of aggression. Secondly, humans tend to lash out on animals by hitting or torturing them as a channel to release their frustration or anger when they couldn't find other ways to do so. Another reason is that some humans derive pleasure from seeing animals getting hurt or suffering in pain. According to the Veterinary Services Department in Malaysia, animal abuse cases have been increasing since 2016 until 2019, and it has been a worrying trend in Malaysia. So, what about the year of 2020? As the COVID-19 pandemic continues to surge and the movement control order implemented by the government, this have caused economic downturn in many countries, and these have increased the number of animal abandonment cases. What are the main factors that lead to this issue? The pandemic has caused high unemployment rate and worst economic recession in the Malaysia history. Many pet owners are unable to provide their pets. Therefore, they decided to abandon their pets in order to reduce their household costs. This explains why numerous pets are left to roam around the streets and ended up become stray animals. The main concern is what will happen to the abandoned animals. The animals that face abandonment will be left to wander around the streets with nowhere to keep them safe, no foods to keep their stomachs full. One of the worst things that could happen to them is encountering people who hurt animals intentionally by feeding them with poisonous food. Another thing that could happen to the stray animals is violence such as beating and terrible treatment. Lastly, since the stray animals are not provided with food, their only way to survive is through searching for foods from piles of garbage. Besides animals suffering on the streets, there are also animals reported suffering in the zoos. So, what is happening in the zoos? According to news reported, animals in the zoos are not able to obtain sufficient foods. This is due to lack of funds and financial aids. As the number of the tourists decreases due to the COVID-19 pandemic, most zoos face insufficient income. This causes starvation among the animals in the zoos. This shows that not only household animals, but wild animals are also facing maltreatment as well. Some of the examples of maltreatment include starvation, overwork, and illegal trading of animals. Some humans starve animals to achieve what they want. Illegal and cruel human activities such as skinning and poaching are still carried out to gain personal profits. In Malaysia, there are also cases of illegally smuggling animal parts. Malaysia have announced new animal welfare law with more bite. People who perform inhumane actions toward animals will face at least 20,000 ringgit of fine and court actions. To curb issues related to animal abuse, Animal Welfare Act 2015 was implemented. The Animal Welfare Board aims to monitor the work for the protection of animals, to promote the animal welfare, to monitor the situation of the place where the animals may find a shelter, and to impart education in relation to the humane treatment of animals. According to matters relating to animal welfare, an owner or a licensee shall have the duty to ensure the needs of an animal are fulfilled. Its needs for a suitable environment, its needs for a suitable diet, and its needs to be protected from pain, suffering, injury, and disease. The cruelty offences towards animals include cruelly beating, kicking, torturing, or terrifying any animals, overriding or overdriving any animals, skinning, roasting, or killing any living animals, and extracting any parts of any living animals. Not to mention the killing of animals. For instance, no person shall kill by a way of shooting with firearm. The animal is incurably ill as determined and certified by the veterinary authority. The killing of animals can only be done for the purpose of animal population control by any authorized authority under any written law. For the administration of poisons, the offenders might face heavy fines from 20,000 ringgit up to 100,000 ringgit, imprisonment up to 3 years, or both. What can you do to prevent cruelty towards animals? Animals are living organisms. Like us humans, they also have needs to be fulfilled. For example, foods, shelter, and medical care. Every animals and pets should be treated with love, care, and respect. Thank you for watching our video.